you very much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and a very warm welcome to Pointless, the game where we are always aiming for the lowest score. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, my name's Ash, and this is my beautiful fiancée, Fran, and we're from Basingstoke.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm Anthony. This is my gorgeous girlfriend, Hannah, and we're from Cambridge.
Couple number three.
Hiya, I'm Kieran, and this is Harry, and we're friends from Aberdeen.
And finally, couple number four.
Hello, my name's Linda. This is my wonderful daughter, Ruth, and we're both from Renfrewshire.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. A very, very warm welcome to Pointless. It's wonderful to have you all here. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. She's a TV presenter who claims her guilty pleasure is salt and vinegar crisps. So, yeah, hold on to your hats. That's the kind of customer we are dealing with. It's my new Pointless friend. It's Anita Rani.
I don't even know why I say it's my guilty pleasure. I have nothing to feel guilty about.
Not about that. Well, are you worried it's not something a little bit more recherché?
No.
Is it that you aren't going for, I don't know, Parmesan and Guillemot?
Truffle.
Now you're talking.
There's even egg-flavoured crisps out there.
No, now you're not talking.
I've not tried them, but yeah, a truffle crisp.
I think a truffle
the
crisp.
thing is,
Yes.
I've spent half my life in Yorkshire and half in London, so I'm a little bit fancy now.
OK.
But when it comes to the biscuit,
What have you got today?
bourbon.
Can't go wrong with the
Can't
bourbon.
go wrong.
No, very
So
good.
I'm ready, settled.
Very good indeed.
Thank
well,
you.
thank you very much. I'm delighted that today we have a 50% representation from Scotland, which is altogether terrific.
Yes, isn't
Very
that great?
exciting. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now, Mark and Christy got through to the final last time, and they didn't win the jackpot, so we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £3,500. There we are. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. Now, it is a hard and fast rule of Pointless that at the end of each round, we will eliminate the pair with the highest score. So if you want to last the course, you have to keep your scores low. Very, very best of luck with that. Our first category today is film. Can you all decide in your pairs? Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and our question concerns C for cinema, Anita.
Yes, on each pass, we're going to give you the titles of 7 films, all of which are missing the first word in each case. It is a word that begins with the letter C. To help you, we've given you 2 of the film stars and the year of release. Please give us the most obscure C word.
Thank you very much indeed. So we are looking for the missing word at the beginning of each of these film titles, and they all begin with a C. Here we go. Blank Kane, Orson Welles, Joseph Cotton, 1941. Blank Home, Jane Fonda, John Voight, 1978. Blank Dundee, Paul Hogan, Linda Kozlowski, 1986. Blank Ugly, Piper Perabo, Tyra Banks, 2000. Blank Carter, Samuel L. Jackson, Channing Tatum, 2005. Blank Atlas, Halle Berry, Tom Hanks, 2012. And Blank Marvel, Brie Larson, Lashana Lynch, 2019. There we are. Ash, welcome to Pointless. This is your third show, I believe.
Yes, yes, it is.
Goodness me, it all has to count. We had you in the head-to-head last time.
Yeah, we did.
Got to take it one step further. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, so my name's Ash. I'm a facility manager, and I've just started playing chess online, which I really enjoy. And I went to my first chess club and realised I wasn't that great at chess, so...
So when did you go to chess club?
Well, I was playing online, and
Yeah.
I thought I was really good, and I thought,
Yeah.
I got really egotistic. I thought, OK, here we go. I'm
Here
going
we go.
to join a chess club.
Yeah.
Went there. It wasn't great. No, it wasn't good at all. It was really intimidating, and, yeah, but I'm learning. I'm still going.
Oh, well, good for you. Now, Ash, look at all these films. What are you going to go for?
Yeah, I know all of them. I'm just trying to figure out which one's the lowest. I'm going to go for the Atlas one and go Cloud Atlas.
Cloud Atlas, says Ash. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Cloud Atlas. It is right. Down, that goes to 21. Great start to the round, Ash. Well done.
Yeah, very good. Based on a novel by David Mitchell. Despite it performing quite badly at the box office, Tom Hanks said he thinks it's a fabulous film.
Thank you very much indeed. Ant, welcome back. How lovely to have you with us a second time. Tell us more about yourself, Ant.
So hi, I'm Ant. I'm a lab technician, and during my spare time, I really enjoy playing field hockey. When I was at university, I was the captain of the 4th team, which were called the drinking team, because we were far better at drinking than we were at hockey.
Did you always play to the very end of the match before the drinking started? Did you actually get the hockey done with?
I'm going to say yes.
Why not? Let's say you did. But you still play. Are you still playing with some of those heroes of the university 4th team?
Not anymore, but I go back every now and then to visit and see how they're all doing.
Oh, that's very exciting. Good stuff. Now, Ant, there you are with a board, and now 6 left on that board. What are you going to go for?
Film isn't one of my favourite topics, so I'll play it safe and go for Captain Marvel.
You're going to go for Captain Marvel at the bottom there. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel is right. 21 is the only score we have at the moment. There we are, 46 for Captain Marvel. Not bad.
Yeah, very good. Brie Larson played Air Force pilot Carol Danvers in this superhero film. Real-life Air Force pilot Jeannie Leavitt helped Larson with the role. In 2012, Leavitt became the first woman to take command of an Air Force combat fighter wing.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, Harry, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
Hi, my name is Harry, and I've just graduated from the University of Aberdeen with a master's degree in immunology.
Huge congratulations to you.
Good.
Very well done indeed. And so what awaits on the other side of that?
I'm not really sure. I'm just going to take a break for a bit and
I
then
think that's
decide my
right.
next moves.
And how long will your break be, do you think? Give it a year?
No, a couple of months maybe.
A couple of months. I see. Yes, immunology is not going to wait for you. It keeps marching on. You've got to hop back onto it.
Kind of.
What are you going to go for on our board here?
I'm going to go with Coyote Ugly.
You're going to go for Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Coyote Ugly. Coyote Ugly is right. 46 is our high score. 21 is our low. 58 for Coyote Ugly.
Yes, it's a cult musical drama, and Tyra Banks said she'd love to get a sequel made, and she's considered producing it herself.
Goodness.
Because no one else is going to do it.
Good luck with that. It's taken 23 years and still counting. Thank you very much indeed, Anita. And that brings us to you, Linda. Lovely to have you here. Welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself.
I work as a call handler for NHS 24, which is the same service as 111 in England.
Gosh, well done you. What do you like to do to put that behind you and clear your head?
Read, watch films, go for walks, look after my granddaughter.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. Now, Linda, you're the last person to have this board. Would you like to fill in all the blanks for us?
So, Citizen Kane, I'm going to guess the Jane Fonda one is Coming Home. Crocodile Dundee. And the Carter one, I keep thinking about Michael Caine and Get Carter, so that's gone out my head.
Yeah.
I had been hoping for Cloud Atlas. That was the one I quite fancied. So now I'm going to guess... Oh, I think I'll just go Citizen Kane.
Citizen Kane, says Linda. Yes, they're slightly unrewarding pickings that have been left for you there. Citizen Kane, let's see how many of our 100 said that. Citizen Kane is right. Goes down to 74.
Yes, initially praised by film critics, it actually didn't generate much box office sales when it first came out, and it missed out on Best Picture at the Oscars. But it was re-released in 1956, and that's when it began to be thought of as one of the best films of all time. Would you put it up there?
I would put it up
Yeah,
there.
it's
I
good.
would put it up there.
So well done. It was the right answer. But Linda, if you'd said Coming Home, you'd have got the best answer on the board.
Darn it.
10. So well done for knowing it, but you didn't take the risk. Crocodile Dundee, absolutely. That would have got 89. And Coach Carter. 20.
You're completely right. Once you've got Get
Yes.
Carter in your head, you just
Yeah.
can't get it out. Very well done. Anyway, well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 21, Ash, very well done indeed. 46 is where we find Ant and Hannah. 58 is where we find Harry and Kieran. And then 74, a little bit ahead, but not devastatingly so. But Ruth, you get the new board. Let's hope there's a lovely answer on there that will even things up a bit. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? We are going to put 7 more film titles up on the board. They're each missing their first word, and each of those first words begins with a C. Here they are. Blank Lights, Charlie Chaplin, Virginia Cherrill, 1931. Blank Jane, Doris Day, Howard Keel, 1953. Blank Flower, Goldie Hawn, Walter Matthau, 1969. Blank Runnings, John Candy, Doug E. Doug, 1993. Blank Tide, Denzel Washington, Gene Hackman, 1995. Blank Royale, Daniel Craig, Eva Green, 2006. And Blank Intelligence, Dwayne Johnson, Kevin Hart, 2016. There we are. Ruth, welcome to Pointless. Great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
My name is Ruth. I manage a cafe in my local village. But recently I would consider myself a casual fitness person, but I'm very competitive.
Yes.
So I've recently gotten into an event called High Rocks, which is a race that is held in different places all over the world. And it's like an 8K run, which has exercises in between every 1K. And I'm training to do that for a couple of months.
When's that? Well, the first one's 2 months.
I've done one a couple of months ago, and then I'm doing another one now.
Who's going to mind the cafe while you're doing all this?
I just have to trust them.
You just have to trust them.
Just have to.
Have an honesty bar. People can just have a flapjack, just leave some money. Now, you're on 74. How are you feeling about this board?
Not super. I think I would like to go for runnings with cool runnings.
Cool running, says Ruth. OK, no red line for you as you're the high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 said cool. Cool runnings is absolutely right. And down it goes to 70, taking your total up to 144.
What a brilliant film. Loosely based on the debut of the Jamaican national bobsleigh team at the 1988 Winter Olympics. The legacy of the original team has continued, though, because in 2018, Jamaica sent a women's team to the Olympics, too. So,
Fabulous.
yeah.
Thank you very much indeed, Anita. Now then, Kieran, welcome to Pointless.
Hello.
Good to have you with us, Kieran. Tell us
Thank you.
all about yourself.
Name's Kieran. I'm 30-odd. I 30 plus VAT. I moved to Scotland like 7 years ago and live up in Aberdeen now. I'm currently a support worker, but I'm retraining as a barber.
Very good indeed. How long does the barber training take?
I don't know, like 3 months or so.
Well, that's very good.
Yeah, not too bad. I'll be done
That's
by
going to be
Christmas.
quite fun. Is it going to be one of those old-fashioned barbers with chrome chairs, do you
No,
think?
kind of like high-end.
High-end.
Yeah.
High
Where
end.
the money is.
OK, but still a barber.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not hairdresser.
No. It's too complicated. Too complicated. Yeah.
OK. Anyway, Kieran, you are on 58. We're looking at a score of 85 or less to keep you in the game. I think this is doable.
Well, I don't know if it is or not. I only know one word, so I'm going to go for that one. I'm going to go for Casino Royale.
You're going to go for Casino Royale. Here is your red line. Can we get you below that with Casino? Casino Royale is right. But look at that, 88 for Casino Royale. Oh, Ruth and Linda, look at that. Suddenly back in the game there. That takes your total up to 146.
Daniel Craig's first appearance as Bond, the first Bond film to feature neither Q nor Moneypenny. Radical.
Ooh, radical. Thank you very much indeed, Anita. Now, Hannah, back to you. Great to have you back with us. Tell us a bit more about yourself, Hannah.
Hi, so as I said on the last episode, I'm a special education teacher from Cambridge. In the last episode as well, there was a round on Prime Ministers, and I actually did an internship in Parliament while I was doing my undergrad degree. And on my first day in Parliament, I got locked out of my MP's office and got told to fight the Speaker.
Which Speaker was that? Lindsay Hoyle?
Yeah,
Really?
current Speaker. Yeah.
Wow.
It was during the time of COVID, so I was too close to the person
I
next
see.
to me. So we like shouted across and was like, please move away from each other.
Oh, dear. I hope that hasn't poisoned politics for you.
That hasn't poisoned
Might you ever
politics,
go
no.
back into politics?
I think I might go in probably 10, 15 years' time to work in education, but
Yeah.
for now, education's where I want to be.
Excellent. Good for you.
Yeah.
Now, 46 is what you're on at the moment. 99 or less gets you through.
Yeah, so the two that I knew have actually now gone.
Right.
So it's going to be a guess.
Oh, maybe this is an opportunity for Kieran and Harry to come back into the game.
So I'm going to go City Lights for the first one, please.
OK, City Lights for the Charlie Chaplin. Let's see how many of our 100 people said City Lights. Here is your red line. Couldn't be higher. And it gets you through. Very well done indeed, Hannah. I suspect somewhere at a deep level you might have known that. Takes you down to 19, takes your total up to 65. Very well done.
Well done. A romantic comedy. had some big names attending the premieres. Albert Einstein went to the LA premiere. George Bernard Shaw attended the London premiere. Very good.
Wow.
I know.
That's a cracking guest
I know.
list.
I mean, it's just sending the invite to
Yeah.
Albert Einstein.
And he thought, well, I'm free. I'm
Oh,
like,
might
yeah,
as
I'll
well.
go. I'm going to go.
He loved a red carpet.
Of course he did.
Yeah.
Of course he did. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Fran, welcome back for the third show. Tell us more about yourself, Fran.
Yes, so I'm a commercial solicitor working in Reading, and I have a few interests outside of work, but I've recently taken up Fantasy Football League with my office. Football is a big interest of Ash, so we kind of do it together.
See, this is exciting. So you're learning all the time.
Yes, exactly. It started as a bit of fun, but
Yeah.
it's getting a bit competitive now. I don't want to
Of
finish
course.
last.
No, that's the whole point. That's
Yeah.
what they want you to say.
Yes.
Now, you're on 21, which means you are through to the next round. Even if you score 100 points, you're still through. Would you like to talk us through the board?
Yes, so I know a couple for sure. It's Crimson Tide for Denzel Washington and Gene Hackman. And then I think maybe Criminal Intelligence for Dwayne Johnson and Kevin Hart. And I was going to take a punt on Changing Lights for Charlie Chaplin, try and get a low answer. But I'll stick with Crimson Tide, Denzel Washington.
Crimson Tide for the Denzel Washington. No red line for you because you're already through. How many of our 100 said Crimson? Crimson is right. This is all terrific. Down it goes to 39, taking your total up to 60.
Yeah, what a film. Basically anything with Denzel in it.
It's fair
what
enough,
a film,
yeah.
full stop. Let's clear up the board. Come on, Xander. Doris Day.
Calamity Jane.
Yes, 48. And Goldie Hawn.
I can't think what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know this either. Cactus flower.
Cactus flower.
And that's lowest scorer for 4.
I would go Central Intelligence, I
Yeah,
think.
Central Intelligence. And that scores you 24.
Thank you very much indeed, Anita. That brings us to the end of our first round. Means we have to say goodbye to our first pair. Oh, Kieran and Harry. Listen, we send you away now, but we're already looking forward to seeing you next time. We know that'll be good fun. Kieran and Harry, fabulous. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. Well done, everybody. Down to 3 pairs, you'll have noticed, but you all acquitted yourselves beautifully in that round. Ash and Fran, our lowest combined scorers, and Hannah, our lowest individual scorer in the round. So very, very well done to you. Best of luck to all 3 pairs. Our category for round 2 today is nature. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. Let us find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many words of 3 or more letters in the names of British trees as they could. Anita.
Yes, we are looking for any word of 3 or more letters in length that appears in the Woodland Trust's A to Z of British trees, which lists the common names of native species of tree, as well as naturalised and widely planted non-natives. We're counting hyphenated words as 2 separate words. We will not accept tree.
Thank you very much indeed. So, Fran, this is fun.
Is it?
Yes. How is your arborology or whatever it's called?
Oh, not great. I'm not a great gardener either. But I think I'll go for cypress.
Cyprus, says Fran. Should we see how many of our 100 said cyprus? Cyprus is good. It's very good. In fact, it's very, very good. Down you go to 1. Very well done indeed, Fran. What a start.
Very good. And it is a beautiful tree. Love the cypress tree. It's a type of conifer. But you knew that.
Of course.
Thank you very much indeed. Hannah.
Hi, I'm going to go for sycamore, please.
Sycamore, says Hannah. Let's see how many of our 100 people said sycamore. Sycamore is right. 1 is the only score we have at the moment. And Sycamore stops on 19. Very well done.
Yes, well done. In the name of one tree on the list, Welsh love spoons are traditionally carved from sycamore. They're decoratively carved spoons given as a romantic gesture. Have you ever had a love spoon? I've never had a love spoon.
I have heard of love spoons.
Have you? I've never even heard of
I
them.
have. It's sort of Welsh
Tradition.
folklore.
How
yeah.
magnificent.
A love spoon.
Ah, carved from a sycamore.
There you
Right.
are. There you are.
Want one.
There we go.
Putting
Well,
it
thank you
out
very
there.
much indeed. Ruth.
Fir tree.
Fir, says Ruth. Let's see how many of our 100 said fir. Fir is right. 19 is our high score, 1 is our low. 16 for fir.
Very good. An evergreen conifer and its bark has good resistance against fire. Fir tree, well done.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, we're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 1, Fran. Very well done indeed. The best score of the pass. And then we scoot up from 1 to 16, where we find Linda and Ruth, and then from there to 19, where we find Hannah and Ant. A little bit ahead, Ant. A lovely, obscure word from the name of a tree would be marvellous in the next pass. Best of luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Linda. Remember, we're looking for any word of 3 or more letters to be found in the common name of a British tree.
I'm going to go for Rowan.
Rowan, says Linda. Well, you are on 16. If you can score 2 or less with this, you're straight into the head-to-head. Let's see, Rowan. How many of our 100 said that? There's your red line. Rowan, absolutely right. There we are, it's on 3. Very well done, taking your total up to 19. I think you've done enough there, Linda. Brilliant.
According to folklore, planting a rowan tree by a house would protect against witches.
Ooh.
Yeah, oh, it doesn't work, though.
Doesn't it?
No. I'm a witch.
That's useful to know. Thank you. Right, now, Ant. You are on 19. You are joint high scorers with Linda and Ruth. The difference being they have just given their answer. So what we're looking for from you is a pointless answer. What are you going to go for?
I'm going to go for poplar.
Poplar, says Ant. No red line for you as your joint high scorers at the moment. Let's see how popular the poplar is. You see? Poplar, absolutely right. That goes down to 4. Not bad at all, taking your total up to 23.
Everyone's doing really well here. The wood of poplars is relatively soft, and because of this, it's mostly used to make paper, veneer and cardboard boxes. It's also very satisfying to say, isn't it? Poplar. Very good.
I hadn't even thought about that till now, but yes, poplar. Thank you very much indeed, Anita. Now, Ash, you are on 1. 21 or less gets you through.
I'm racking my brains right now.
Oh, no, but Ash, Fran has set you up so beautifully.
Yes, she has.
So beautifully.
I'm going to go for chestnut.
OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said chestnut. You get a lovely red line. Chestnut is right. Gets you 22 is what it scores you. Takes your total up to 23. This is very, very exciting indeed. It means we are in a tie situation, which means we're going to take a tree from each of our tied pairs, starting with the pair nearest the column, so Ash and Fran. You can confer and come up with a tree.
Apple.
Apple, say Ash and Fran. Now then, Ant and Hannah, what would you like to go for?
I'll say spruce tree.
Spruce. So, we have apple versus spruce. Ash and Fran went for apple. How many of our 100 said apple? Apple is right. Apple takes us down to 16, which takes your total up to 39.
Yes, well done. It's thought that there are more than 2,500 varieties of apple tree in the UK.
Very impressive indeed. Thank you very much. Now, Ant and Hannah, meanwhile, have gone for spruce. Let's see how many of our 100 said spruce. Here is your red line. Spruce is right. And it gets you through. Very well done indeed. 9 for spruce, taking your total up to 32.
Yes, well done, Ant and Hannah. There were over 40 pointless answers here, so let's have a look at a few of them. You could have had blackthorn box, as in common box. Common was also pointless. Dogwood, hornbeam, juniper, Norway, the Norway spruce and Norway maple. Rose, the sessile, that's the sessile oak. Oak actually was the top scorer with 78. And witch, as in the wych elm. So well done if you got any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Anita. That brings us to the end of our second round. It means we have to say goodbye. Oh, no, Ash and Fran. This is your last pointless, so we have to say a proper goodbye to you. It's been great having you on the show. I'm sorry we're not sending you home with a shiny trophy, but you have been fantastic. Thank you so much for playing. Ash and Fran, wonderful. But for our 2 remaining pairs, it's now time for the head-to-head. Congratulations, Hannah and Ant, Linda and Ruth. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which currently stands, let us not forget, at £3,500. That's a really exciting jackpot. But even more excitingly, we now have a chance to put some more money into it by finding a couple of pointless answers. So here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many characters in Greek mythology as they could. Anita.
You'll see 6 options. 4 are the names of characters from Greek mythology, 2 of which are scoring and 2 are pointless, and 2 are not characters in Greek mythology at all. £250 in the jackpot for each pointless answer. Easy.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 6 possible pointless Greek characters. Here they are. Thales, Oceanus, Daddario, Delphine, Calypso, Narcissus. There we are. If anyone knows anything, now would be a good moment to speak up.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think Thales and the bottom 3 are all Greek.
Yeah, Calypso's a witch of the sea.
Yeah,
Maybe,
I was thinking the same thing.
I reckon Delphine will be scoring.
OK, so Hannah and Ant, what are you going to go for? A pointless character from Greek mythology.
Should we go for Narcissus, please?
You're going to go for Narcissus. Shall we see if that is a pointless answer? How many of our 100 said Narcissus? Narcissus is definitely right. Is it going to go all the way down to 0? No! 3 for Narcissus. Linda and Ruth, what are you going to go for?
We'll go with Calypso then.
You're going to go with Calypso. Let's see how many of our 100 said Calypso. Definitely a character from Greek mythology, but might it be a pointless answer? Yeah, oh no! I was about to say yes! 1 person got Calypso.
Let's start from the top. Thales is not from Greek mythology. Thales of Miletus was a well-known Greek philosopher, mathematician and astronomer. And Oceanus is a pointless answer. Greek god who was one of the Titans and father of the many river gods. What about the other 2?
I think Delphine is the pointless answer, and Daddario is not.
Correct. Delphine is a dragon who was half serpent, half woman. And Daddario, not from Greek mythology. Alexandra Daddario is in the Percy Jackson movies about a teenager who discovers he's the descendant of a Greek god. I highly recommend the Percy Jackson series of films. Very good.
Very good indeed. Well, bad luck. We didn't manage to find any pointless answers, but we were very close. We can console ourselves with that. Let's play the head-to-head. Now, the first pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot, and you are now allowed to confer. So best of luck to both pairs. Here is our first question, and it's all about parts of the human ear, Anita.
Yes, we're going to show you a cross-sectional diagram of the human ear with an arrow pointing to various parts of it. We'd like you to tell us which part of the ear you think the fewest people recognise. To help, we'll also give you alternate letters of each answer. Good luck.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal our 5 parts of the human ear, and here they come. I give you A, C-C-L-A. B, T-M-A-I-M-M-R-N. C, P-N-A. D, E-S-A-H-A-T-B. And E, M-L-E-S. There we are. Now, Hannah and Ant, you are our low scorers. You get to go first.
We're going to go for A, cochlea, please.
Cochlea, say Hannah and Ant. Now, Linda and Ruth, would you like to talk us through the rest of that board?
Sure. So B is the tympanic membrane, C is the pinna, D is the eustachian tube. I think E is the malleus. I think that might be the name of that little bone.
I would have said E might be the best, but if you're not sure...
Just go for it.
Why not?
Let's go for E, malleus.
Malleus, say Linda. Linda, you can tell she's that's the person you want to get at the end of your telephone call, isn't it, when you call NHS? So we have got cochlear and malleus. Hannah and Ant went for cochlear. Let's see if that is right for A. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. Cochlear, absolutely right. Down, that goes to 52. Meanwhile, Linda and Ruth have gone for malleus for E. Let's see how many of our 100 people said malleus. Malleus is absolutely right. Wins you the point. With room to spare. Oh, look at that. Down against a 1. Very well done indeed. Linda and Ruth. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Oh, yeah, best answer on the board. Also, the satisfaction, Linda, of watching you just nail that board. It was like a hot knife through butter. Beautiful to watch, because you got every single answer up there. You got tympanic membrane, also commonly called the eardrum. That would have scored 4. Pinna, absolutely right. That would have scored 5. And yes, the eustachian tube, 13.
Thank you very much indeed, Anita. Now, here comes your second question. Here's the thing. Hannah and Ant, you've got to win this one to stay in the game, but Linda and Ruth get to answer it first, so good luck. Our second question is all about bags. Anita.
We're going to show you the names of 5 types of bag, but we've arranged the letters in alphabetical order. Please unscramble the alphabetical anagrams and give us the bag the fewest of our 100 new.
Thank you very much indeed. So let's reveal 5 alphabetical anagrams of types of bag. Here they come. Akersu, kuhiltu, aeshults, einper, and oet. There we are. Linda and Ruth will go first.
We'll go for the second one, clutch.
Clutch for the second one. Now, Hannah and Ant, can you talk us through the board?
We can give it a go.
Go on.
So the first one is rucksack. Third one down is satchel. I don't know what the second to last one is, do you?
No, I'm not sure about that one.
And tote. So I'm going to go for
Satchel?
satchel?
Yeah.
Satchel, please.
You're going to go for satchel for the middle one. So we have clutch versus satchel. Linda and Ruth went for clutch. Let's see how many of our 100 said clutch. Clutch is right. Down it goes to 42. Meanwhile, Hannah and Ant have gone for satchel. Let's see how many of our 100 said satchel. Satchel is right. And satchel wins it. Look at that, down it goes to 27. Very well done indeed. You're back in the game. Hannah and Ant, after 2 questions, it's 1-1.
Excellent. Let's work our way down the board. The top one is rucksack, 37. The one that you didn't get, have you got it? Go on.
Hania.
Yes. Best answer on the board, 3. And then the one at the bottom, you're absolutely right, Hannah. It is tote, and that would have scored 82.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, here is your third question. Whoever wins this one goes through to the final and plays for that jackpot. Best of luck to both pairs. Here it comes. Our third question is all about the number 7, Anita.
We're going to give you 5 clues to facts revolving around the number 7. Will 7 be lucky for you? Please give us your most obscure answer.
Thank you very much. OK, let's reveal our 5 number 7 clues. In chemistry, this 7-letter word describes a solution that has a pH of 7 and is neither acidic nor alkaline. European capital city is said to have been built on 7 hills, including the Aventine, Capitoline and Palatine. Women's Olympic track and field competition made up of 7 events. Director of the 1995 film 7. And British heavy metal band that released the 1988 UK #1 album, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. There we are. Hannah and Ant will go first.
So the top one is neutral. Yeah. There's the top one. What do you know? Happy with, because I think 7 is... Yeah, I'm confident with your thinking.
We'll go for the top one and neutral.
Neutral. OK, now, Linda and Ruth, can you talk us through the rest of that board?
So I think the European capital city is Rome. The track and field competition is the heptathlon. And I'm not sure about the heavy metal band.
What are you going to go for?
Heptathlon, please.
Heptathlon. So we have neutral and we have heptathlon. In the order they were given, we have neutral from Hannah and Ant. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. pH of 7. Neutral is absolutely right. takes you down to 29. Meanwhile, Linda and Ruth have gone for heptathlon. Let's see if that is right for the women's track and field competition. Let's see how many of our 100 said that. Heptathlon. Heptathlon is right. And it wins it for you. Very well done indeed. 24. And it means, Linda and Ruth, in this, your very first show, you are through to the final 2-1.
Yeah, well done. You also knew the other answer. It is Rome. That would have scored 26. Director of the film, 7, David Fincher.
Oh, so...
That would have scored 5. Best answer on the board. And the British heavy metal band that released the 1988 UK #1 album, Seventh Son of a Seventh Son.
Is it Iron Maiden?
Correct, for 10.
Thank you very much indeed. Well, that brings us to the end of our head-to-head round. Means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, Hannah and Ant. Terrific performance from you today, bringing you into the head-to-head round as our golden couple. You'll be back next time. Maybe we can take it one step further. We'll look forward to that. Meanwhile, thank you very much indeed, Hannah and Ant. But for Linda and Ruth, it is now time for the Pointless Final. Oh, congratulations, Linda and Ruth. You fought off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now get a chance to win the Pointless jackpot. And at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £3,500. Well, I mean, it's only been one show. I mean, it's always wonderful when people go straight through to the final, but it leaves us feeling a little bit shortchanged. We haven't had nearly enough, Linda and Ruth. But what would make up for it would be if we can send you home with that jackpot. What would you like to see come up in this round?
Carry On films.
Wow, you said that together. Wouldn't that be amazing?
It's like modern pop culture, Friends things,
for you.
kind of sitcom stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
Medical kind of knowledge for me might work.
As we have seen, yeah. OK, well, let's hope that something comes up on the board that you like the look of. 4 things as ever. Today's selection looks like this. Belgian jazz and pop, zombies on TV, 17th century English poems, and Harry Kane's scoring records.
Right.
Over to you.
I think zombies on TV.
I think the only... Yeah, it's got to be zombies, really.
Zombies on TV. OK.
Yes, we are looking for anyone credited with an acting role in 10 or more episodes of the TV series The Walking Dead, which first aired in 2010 and concluded in 2022. This is across series 1 to 11 inclusive. Or we're looking for anyone credited with an acting role in the TV miniseries Dead Set, written by Charlie Brooker and first aired in 2008. We're including people playing themselves. In both cases, this is according to IMDb as of the end of July 2023. Very best of luck to you, and of course, to you if you're playing along at home.
Thank you very much, Anita. Now, as always, you've got up to 1 minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. You find 3 pointless answers, we'll throw in a £500 bonus. Are you ready?
Yes.
As will ever be.
OK, let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
You ever even heard of Dead Set?
No.
No? Great.
So it's all going to be The Walking Dead.
So Jeffrey Dean Morgan is the first one that comes to mind for The Walking Dead. He's quite popular.
I think Peter Mullen did a lot of episodes in that.
Who was the guy that played the brother at the very start?
Oh,
Michael.
I know his face.
Peter Mullen.
Peter Mullen. Jeffrey Dean Morgan,
At the
but
moment.
I think that'll be quite a high one.
Yeah. Oh, the woman, was she not in Prison Break as well? No,
Don't know
am I
her
thinking of the wrong
name.
name?
Make a name up.
What kind of, what on Dead Set, think of like a BBC actor that could have been himself? Who would jump on?
10 seconds left.
Who might eat that? I have no idea.
Just name a BBC actor.
My mind's gone blank.
Okay.
Completely
OK, that is your time up. Let's have your 3 answers. And they're all which...
We'll stick with the cast of The Walking Dead for
OK,
them.
you're going to stick with Walking Dead. OK.
So we'll have Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
Peter Mullen.
Peter Mullen.
Think of an actor. Robert Carlyle. He wasn't in it, but we need another answer.
Robert Carlyle.
thought of someone
OK.
else?
Yeah, but it's fine.
Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Peter Mullen, I would
Peter
say.
Mullen goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
Robert Carlyle.
Robert
'cause he's not
Carlyle.
in it.
And then Jeffrey Dean Morgan goes in the middle. Lovely. OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order, and here they are. We have got Robert Carlyle, Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Peter Mullen. Well, if one of these turns out to be pointless and wins that jackpot for you, you'll be leaving here with £3,500. What would you like to do with that, Linda?
Well, we've been looking at learning pottery, doing some pottery classes, so quite fancy doing that.
Oh, that'd be really good fun. Ruth?
Hopefully join in the pottery class if she lets me.
Well, maybe. Anything else you want to add to that?
Oh, I'd just love to go on holiday.
Very nice indeed. Well, fingers crossed. Let's hope one of these answers wins it for you. May not be your first answer, Robert Carlyle, which I know you just plucked out of thin air, but you never know. You never know. In all three cases, we're looking for the cast of The Walking Dead. Let's see if Robert Carlyle might be right, might be pointless. I don't know. No.
Oh.
Not Robert Carlyle.
I am stunned.
Let's move swiftly on to Jeffrey Dean Morgan, your next answer. We know Jeffrey Dean Morgan is right. Let's see if he might be pointless for £3,500. How many people said it? Jeffrey Dean Morgan, absolutely right. Robert Carlyle, as we suspected, an incorrect answer. But down we go with Jeffrey Dean Morgan through the 20s into the teens. Into single figures, still going down with Jeffrey. You've done it! Look at that! Wow! Pottery a go-go! You have just won £3,500. Jeffrey Dean Morgan, a pointless answer. Very well done indeed, Linda and Ruth.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, Robert Carlyle was in a different zombie film. He was in 28 Weeks Later.
Oh.
Peter Mullen wasn't in The Walking Dead.
Ozark, wasn't it?
Who cares?
Yeah.
You've won the jackpot. So very well done. But for the people at home who were playing along, let's have a look at some more pointless answers. Danai Gurira, David Morrissey was in it, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Lenny James. In fact, everyone was pointless apart from the following: Andrew Lincoln, Norman Reedus, Melissa McBride, Lauren Cohen and Samantha Morton. So well done. Moving on to the cast of Dead Set, this was Charlie Brooker's zombie drama that took place on the Big Brother set, so there were lots of Big Brother stars appearing in it as themselves. Here are some of the pointless answers. Brian Bellow played himself, Chizzy Akudolu, Kevin Eldon, Riz Ahmed, he played the boyfriend of Jamie Winston's character. Again, there were lots of pointless answers. Most of them were people playing themselves, including Krishnan Gurumurthy and Big Brother stars Ashleen, Helen, who famously liked blinking, Imogen, Kinga, Makosi and Ziggy. They were all pointless, as was Marcus Bentley, Big Brother's narrator. So well done if you too got a pointless answer. You two smashed it.
Thank you very much indeed, Anita, and thanks once again to our winning players, Linda and Ruth, who take away today's jackpot of £3,500. Very well done. Join us next time when we'll be putting more obscure knowledge to the test on Pointless. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Anita.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.